Good morning, friends. Welcome back to a new vlog. We're just about to go into a heat wave in New South Wales to 3 days of 40 degrees. So I am just getting into watering. I'm going to try and soak these. 3 to 4 days, it's going to be rough. All right, let's get watering. These salvias are doing great. Look at the height I've got in these already. Oh, I can see someone's been in my maple digging. I think it's only about 9:30 in the morning and it is already cooking hot. All right, she's waiting. Here we go. Is it fun? So much fun. So much fun. Playing in the water. Oh. Do you want me to wet you down? Are you hot? It's more. All right, we'll do a little bit more. Oh. Okay, next. Our flowering myrtle. This one's white. We have some in town. There's loads of these lining the streets and they're all pink and lilac. This one's white, but they really are a beautiful, beautiful flower. It gets a lot of native bees, which is really nice. Native animals. I put this hanging basket stand in a little while ago now, probably the beginning of summer. This one was doing amazing when we first started. It seems to die and come back, die and come back. If anybody knows why, leave a note in the comment section and just give me some tips on those purple. It's just the purple ones that don't do okay. The eggplant's doing wonderfully. Hopefully it'll do just as wonderfully after 40 degrees for 3 days. Chives are doing great. These won't cope, so we're going to have to pick up some extra shade cloth today and put full covers over all these lettuces. You can see they've picked up. You can see that we've had to fully cover them and net them. A for the cats and B for some heat coverage. So the zucchini has loved its change. So I'm so glad I strung the zucchini up because it's doing well. I have one growing over to the back here. If you can see that, there's one growing there. So it worked out well. It was a good decision to not take it out, but to give it a chance. We've got another zucchini coming out here. This is the shade cloth that we're gonna have to use. So I've trimmed all the flowers off the basil because it was going a bit wild. Gonna have to trim it down quite a bit actually and make up a jar of pesto. I don't want it all going to seed. Parsley is doing very well. You can see there's a lot in there. Hopkins are wilting a little bit here. Desperately need some water. And then the tomatoes, you can see I'm going to go ahead and water all these. I think we pulled three maybe off here the other day. Okay, so because of this heat, I've just been into the hardware and got some Garden Shield shade cloth. We're already at 37 degrees today, so I'm going to pop these over the lettuces, the zucchini lettuces, and probably the cucumbers. But I'm just going to drape them over that one. You can see with the beige shade cloth, I'm going to take that one off and I'll use that for something else. So it's going to go into this one. It's going to go over this one, over this one, and over this one over here. And I've also picked up some more lettuces. I've just got some garden clips just to clip them on. They're fairly strong. stepped outside because, oh, that's bright. It's about 41, almost 42 degrees here. It is like having an enormous hairdryer blowing at you. It is so hot. I felt hot, but I don't know if I've ever felt this hot. Oh wow. The sheep and the cows are all hiding down the back. Some of the veggies are just coping. They're gonna need a very good watering. really hot wind. It's enough. I'm going inside. Ooh, that's better. It's much cooler in here. Watching a vlog, and I'm having a bit of a chill out here in the lounge room. It's just too hot out there. This little one. Yep, it's all too much. I just put my mother's bed together, so there is stuff everywhere. But I just redid my lounge, actually. Just ignore this. This is for my dog. Yeah, she is having a nice stretch. Oh, are you talking? Are you chatting? Are you? See what it's like outside. I put a tray out there with water. We've had peewees, magpies, parrots. Had some parrots down here, just to give them some water that they've been drinking from there today. And we are tucked away in here because it's way too hot out there. Friends, I've come down into the garden to inspect post heat wave. We finally had the cool front come through, yet it is quite smoky. You could catch on camera the smoke. I don't know if you can see it, maybe. Yeah, sort of. Rolling in from down south. Garden survived pretty well, but these are what I put on to protect the lettuces, cucumbers, and the zucchini that I saved. I think we had 42, 43 degrees here yesterday, which was brutal, but nowhere near as bad as our Aussie friends down the south. And I send, love and prayers to all those people who have been through that. That's tough. That's really tough. And all firefighters and everyone did an amazing job. I think they're still battling, but my heart really goes out to all those people that have lost their homes and their livestock. It's awful. A lot of land's been burnt out. I think it was like, I could be completely wrong, I think it was like 300,000 hectares or something, which is enormous. Not just the livestock, but the wildlife. I think there was some wildlife sanctuaries that went up, so some animals that were saved were again lost. So very brutal, very brutal Aussie summers. But heat wave's past now. It's much cooler. I think it's about 25 degrees, and there's a cool breeze which is blowing up from the south. So yeah, very sad things to watch and see all over social media, people's stories and what they're going through, and homes that are lost, memories that are lost. Thankfully, I don't think any lives were lost. I'm not sure. I could be wrong on that. Don't quote me on that. But a lot of wildlife and a lot of livestock and a lot of homes and a lot of property. So very sad. Here on our little Aussie homestead, I covered over our veggies earlier in the week. I went and got some shea cloth and I literally just draped it over. I just wanted to protect them and keep them from dying. So whilst it doesn't look very aesthetic, it did its job. So yeah, I'll take you through the garden. I have not watered this morning because I drenched them last night again, just to keep everything going and alive. Some things have done well, other things have not done so well. So let's have a bit of a look. The lettuces and spinach are thriving. Zucchini, the lettuce, under here, the little tent. A little tent that I created, thriving. So I'm really happy with that. Basil is doing fine, and the other things, eggplant and everything else, is doing really well. Herbs in here are good. Yeah, the tomatoes, not so great. Everything's looking pretty good. I kept everything very heavily watered to keep it all looking well. And yeah, so thank God that's done and that's over. Back to work tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to it. Nice having some time off and having some leave. Tomorrow is back to the office and back into work. I did put a tray of water out the front for the birds, the parrots and the peewees and everything. We're loving that yesterday, which I'm really glad I put that out there because they did use that and it kept them cool. So had the 2 hanging bird baths up here full of water, and often when we run water it comes out of a drain just in the paddock over here, and the bigger magpies, so a family of magpies that get some water from down there. So we made sure there was plenty of water around. Put an extra tub out for our neighbours' tub of water out for our neighbours' sheep. Sigh of relief really. It's been so warm. So back to work tomorrow, back into the office and get myself back into, oh, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. She's gonna be hard. I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna do it, but I have had an extra week. A lot of people went back to work on Monday and I took the extra week this year because it's been a big year. It's been a big couple of years, so I really, really needed the time to decompress and just relax and let my nervous system settle a bit from such a full-on year of changes and ups and downs. And everyone knows 2025 was wild, not just in everyone's individual lives but on the global stage as well. I mean, holy moly, the stuff that's gone on. And I mean, we're barely into, how many days are we into 2026? I don't even know what the date is today. I don't know. Oh, it's the 11th. Yeah, and we've already had, it's been wild already on the global stage. I don't like to talk about politics, but yes, just sitting back and watching the things that go on is just nuts. So yeah, so I like to come back to our little homestead here and just kind of hide away from the world and just regather, and you know, it's where I draw my strength from. I come back here and it helps me ground myself and regenerate myself and feel better to be able to go back out into the world again. So yeah, so back to work tomorrow, find that strength, get back on that good train and back in towards the city and the concrete jungle. Well, the things we have to do. So anyways, it's nice out here. Oh, so nice. So nice. Look at that. It's beautiful. So nice. All right, I think it's time for some breakfast, so I'm going to go in and find some food. We're actually off to my my brother's house today for a little bit of a late Christmas. They've been away, so all ready to go, and be a nice cool day, catching up with some family. And I haven't really seen anyone over Christmas because everybody's been away on holidays and yeah, Christmas trips. So it'll be a nice day to catch up.